MTC Communications is building.
Good late morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett, bringing you the final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. It's game number 1, which is of day number 5, as you can see. 6 games today. This is game number 10 of the tournament. We have game 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 today. It's game number 1 of the 6 that are going on today here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. This is the Macomb High Bombers and the West Prairie Cyclones. The Bomber sports are brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, as they have been all season long here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. This is the JoJo's Parlor JoJo's Gaming Parlor game show, pre-game show. It's one of those morning, folks. I apologize in advance. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. And we'll let Jake Croxton do the starting lineups for tonight's contest, or today's contest.
Number 10, between the Macomb Bombers and the West Prairie Cyclones. And now let's meet the Game 10 starting lineups. At one guard for Macomb, a 5'11 senior, number 1, Connor Watson. At guard for West Prairie, a 6' senior, number 2, Ashton Barkley. At guard for the Bombers, a 6' senior, number 20, Nolan Kerr. At guard for West Prairie, a 6' senior, number 5, Denver Mitchell. At one forward for Macomb, a 6'2 senior, number 13, Langdon Allen. And at a third guard for West Prairie, a 5'9 junior, number 12, Cole Cordell. At the other forward for Macomb, a 6'2 senior, number 24, Jack Duncan. At a fourth guard for West Prairie, a 6' sophomore, number 3, Cam Kramer. And in the middle for the Bombers, a 6'6 junior, number 0, Ian Case. And at guard for West Prairie, a 6'3 senior, number 20, Adam Vale. Jeremy Anderson heads up the Bomber bench, assisted by Brian Langworthy and Zach Keene. Greg Duncan is the Cyclone head coach, assisted by Ian Conkling. Your Game 10 officials are Mike Parsons, Todd Olinger, and Kennedy Gooding.
And there's the starting lineups for today's contest, this first of 6 games, as we get ready to go here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Tip is won by Macomb, and Connor Watson has it for the Bombers. Going to be Langdon Allen with it now. Nolan Kerr down low to Langdon Allen. His first 2 is good. Down low, Vale looking for Barkley. Connor Watson, I think, just poked himself in the eye right there. He's holding his nose and eye a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. It'll be Jack Duncan with it. Duncan to Langdon Allen, who's got the first 2 of the game. Down low, Nolan Kerr with it, and he'll get the bucket to fall. Ashton Barkley picked up by Connor Watson. Cole Cordell. Cam Kramer with it. Denver Mitchell for a long 2. It's off, no good. Tipped around. Barkley's going to track it down on the far side. Keep it for the Cyclones. Kramer's going to try and drive now. He's going to be pickpocketed by Nolan Kerr, and he'll go the other direction for another layup. Nolan Kerr has his 4th point. He had 6 steals last night, unofficially. Ashton Barkley with it. If you're wondering why the camera's a little slow, I'm doing everything at the moment. Our camera person hasn't shown up yet. Adam Vale with the shot. It's off, no good. Langdon Allen will take it back the other way for Macomb. He'll give it off to Connor Watson. 5:40 remaining. Langdon Allen now to Duncan. Duncan looking down to Kerr. Can't get it there. Ian Case is going to get called for the travel. Turnover by the Bombers. Possession back to the Cyclones. Cyclones still looking for their first basket. Down 6-0 here. 5:23 to go. Good to see Brandon Clark in the live chat. Cam Kramer picks up his dribble. Gives it to Cole Cordell. He tries to turn around, goes down to Vale. Vale's turnaround jumper is off the glass, no good. Ian Case with the rebound, and it goes back the other way for the Bombers. Connor Watson all the way to the rack, and his layup is good. Connor Watson gets the 2. 8-0. Bombers. Cam Kramer. Langdon Allen harassing him, and a 5-second violation. Duncan down to Watson. He misses the gimme. And it's Cyclones basketball. Denver Mitchell to Adam Vale. 4:12 remaining in the first quarter. Cole Cordell breaks the 5-second. Timeout on the floor. Charged to the West Prairie Cyclones. It's a full timeout. It's their first timeout. This game being brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice is your covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. And Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. And a community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also then download their Monday and Wednesday editions by email. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, and, of course, Macomb. So after the timeout, it is the Cyclones basketball, and we'll get the timeout marked off for the Cyclones if we get the mouse to work. Hunter Wilson in the game. Braden Holthouse is in the game for the Bombers. Steven Stufflebeam, Lindsey May, and Hunter Kendrick all in for Macomb with 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Wilson to Lindsey May. Cross to Stufflebeam. He'll try the three, right wing. It's off, no good. And Denver Mitchell's going to come up with it as Lindsey May tried to throw it off of him out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cyclones, though. 3 minutes remaining here in quarter number 1. Denver Mitchell goes to a cutting Cole Cordell, and his shot's off, no good. Lindsey May with the rebound. 2:50 remaining. Braden Holthouse to the basket. Shots up and counted in a foul for Braden Holthouse. Cole Cordell picks up the foul. His first, team's first. The old-fashioned three-point play free throw coming for Holthouse, and he nails it. Cam Kramer brings it up. Denver Mitchell has it, loses it, gathers it back. Shots off, no good. Hunter Wilson with the rebound. 2:27 to go. Hunter Kendrick goes to Braden Holthouse. Down low to Hunter Wilson. He puts up the shot. It's no good, but a foul's called. 2 free throws coming for Hunter Wilson. Fouls on Cam Kramer. His first, team's second. 2 free throws for Hunter Wilson. First one's good. Ryan Clark checking in for West Prairie. Hunter Wilson trying to make his second. That one is off, no good. And Clayton Hunt's going to tap it out of bounds. Possession to the Bombers. 12-0, 2:16 to go here in quarter number 1. Braden Holthouse up top to Hunter Wilson. Hunter Kendrick left side. Skip across to Steven Stufflebeam. Into Lindsey May. Down low to Hunter Kendrick. Out to Stufflebeam for 3. Off the rim, no good. Couple of Cyclones trip over each other. That was Ryan Clark and Ashton Barkley. 3 on the way by Holthouse is good. A Sports Corner 3 for Braden Holthouse. And it's 15-0 Bombers. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Denver Mitchell's covered up by Holthouse. Nice backdoor cut by Kramer. They're going to say no shot. Foul's on the floor. Foul is on number 10, Steven Stufflebeam. His first, team's first. Drew Watson into the Bomber lineup, replacing Braden Holthouse. Into Ashton Barkley. Clayton Hunt over to Ryan Clark. Up top, Cam Kramer. Kramer's going to try and dive. It's knocked away by Watson. He didn't even realize he knocked it away. Hunter Wilson's going to go. He has it knocked away by Denver Mitchell. 1:13 remaining. Ashton Barkley. Andrew Hunt checking in to replace Ashton Barkley for West Prairie. Drew Watson. Lindsey May gets the bucket to fall. Drew Watson with the assist. Lindsay May is going to get called for the foul unless they call it on Kendrick away from the basketball. It is Lindsay May, his first, team second. Kramer has it on the inbound. 22 seconds remaining. Foul on the floor. Steven Stuffelbeam's going to pick up his second.
No shot. Personal foul number 5, Drew Watson.
Never mind.
Third.
Drew Watson. His first, team's third. Inbound to Kramer. Puts up the shot. And the bucket falls for Cam Kramer. 17-2. Drew Watson. Right side Kendrick for three. It's off, no good. Denver Mitchell with the rebound. He lost it up. It's no good. At the end of the first quarter of play, it's 17-2 Bombers. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. It's 17-2 Bombers as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. The Bombers have 3 fouls. The Cyclones have 2. Nobody has more than 1 individually. It will be Cyclones basketball to start the final quarter, or the second quarter, final quarter of the first half. Cam Kramer has the only 2 points for West Prairie. Balance scoring for Macomb with a team high 6 for Braden Holthouse. Cam Kramer's going to put up another shot. It's off, no good. Ian Case with the rebound. Kramer stole the pass away. And stay with West Prairie. And it'll stay with West Prairie on that end as well. 7:26 to go in quarter number 2. Andrew Hunt to Ryan Clark. Picked up by Connor Watson. Cam Kramer gives it to Denver Mitchell. 7:10 remaining. Andrew Hunt can't get it to fall. It's outloaded, led it to Nolan Kerr. Connor Watson, sports corner 3, is off, no good. Tipped around by Duncan, picked up off the floor by Clayton Hunt. Andrew Hunt gives it to Denver Mitchell. It's tipped away by Watson, gets it to Kerr, and Kerr gets the bucket to fall. Nolan Kerr gets his 6th point. (19-2). 6:38 remaining. Ian Case wanted a steal. Jack Duncan's going to get one. Ian Case is going to try and do the layup, and it'll go. And a timeout charged to West Prairie. It's a 30-second timeout, their second of the game. Game being brought to you by Barkley Bills Company, hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let your hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season. After the timeout, it is Cyclones basketball, 6:20 remaining. And Nolan Kerr is going to pick up the foul to be his first, team's fourth.
Bomber personal foul number 20, Nolan Kerr, his first, team fourth.
Andrew Hunt bringing it up, picked up by Jack Duncan. Clayton Hunt now, picked up by Ian Case. Then it's Denver Mitchell guarded by Nolan Kerr. Nice cut by Brody Cordell, but it's blocked. Watson comes up with it. He outlets it to Kerr, and Kerr gets the bucket to fall. A nice layup from Connor Watson. I think 3 of the 4 buckets for Nolan Kerr have come thanks to Connor Watson. That goes out of bounds. Ashton Barkley replaces Andrew Hunt. And number 20, Adam Vale, replacing Clayton and Andrew Hunt. 5:43 is to go here in the first half. Connor Watson slowly walks it up the floor. Jack Duncan to Nolan Kerr. Langdon Allen down to Duncan. Duncan, turnaround, off, no good. Rebound to Barkley. And they're going to call Ian Case with the foul. That'll be his first, team's fifth.
Team fifth, now in West Prairie, number 12, Cole Cordell.
Cole Cordell replaces Ryan Clark. 5:25 to go in the first half. The Arnold Brothers scoreboard shows the Bombers up 23-2. You're watching Arnold Brothers. Well, there's Nolan Kerr with another steal. It was more like a giveaway. Sports Corner 3 for Langdon Allen. It's off, no good. Duncan's going to tip it to Kerr. Kerr's going to get the bucket to fall. Nolan Kerr gets his 10th point of the first half. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling is bringing Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. You'll be able to watch both these teams all season long, and in their home games at least, here on TSSR Game Time Live. And Brody Cordell is going to get called for the block, team's third. .445 remaining in the first half. Langdon Allen going to drive to the rack, has it blocked. They're going to give him 2 shots. Brody Cordell is going to pick up his second, team fourth. He's the first player in the game to get a second foul. Langdon Allen is going to be shooting 2 free throws. 4:40 remaining in the first half. First free throw is good for Langdon Allen.
Austin Nelson will check in for West Prairie.
Austin Nelson, number 34, checking in for the Cyclones. Second free throw coming for Langdon Allen. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. (27-2), 4:30. Adam Vale, Denver Mitchell. Cole Cordell, 10-foot line, picked up by Connor Watson. Austin Nelson with it now. He's going to try and drive. Gets called for the travel. Line change for the Bombers. Braden Holdhouse, Steven Stuffelbeam, Hunter Wilson, Lindsey May, and Hunter Kendrick checking in for the Bombers. The starters for the Bombers have played just shy of 4 minutes in both quarters. 3 on the way by Holdhouse. A Sports Corner tray for Braden Holdhouse. Austin Nelson loses it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it's that off of Macomb, even though it really wasn't, I don't think. 3:50 to go. Ashton Barkley. Nelson. Back to Nelson. He gives it to Cole Cordell. 3:20 remaining. 3 on the way. Off no good by Cordell. Rebounded by the other number 12 in the game. That's Hunter Wilson for the Bombers. Hunter Wilson looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Stufflebeam will, right wing. Off no good. Braden Holdhouse gets the ball back. Hunter Wilson says, "Oh, pump fake and drive." It's good. Hunter Wilson gets his first basket of the game. It's 32-2. Austin Nelson with 2:43. Hunter Kendrick's going to pick up the foul. It's his first, team 6th.
Bomber personal foul number 22. Hunter Kendrick.
6 players have 1 foul for Macomb. Jarrett Schmidt checking in for the Cyclones.
Also back into the Cyclones, number 3, Cam Kramer.
Cam Kramer in as well. Throws it away, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay down here because Cole Cordell touched it just as it went out of bounds. So instead of walking all the way back the other way, Braden Holdhouse going to drive, dumps it down. Lindsey May, baseline jumper, off no good. Rebound to Jarrett Schmidt. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Ashton Barkley, Austin Nelson, Cole Cordell, 2:13 remaining. He's going to drive, put up the runner. It's off no good. Hunter Kendrick lost it, but it goes right to Lindsey May with 2:03 remaining. Down low, what a pass by Kendrick. Shots up by Mays, no good. Cole Cordell is going to pick up the foul. It's his second.
Cyclone foul
Team's
number 12,
fifth.
Cole Cordell, his second. Team 5th at the line for 2, Lindsey May.
Lindsey May is going to be shooting 2 for the Bombers. First one's off, no good.
In for the Bombers, number 5, Drew Watson. And in for West Prairie, number 10, Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark in for West Prairie. Drew Watson in for the Bombers. Lindsey May shooting his second one. He banked that one in. 33-2. 1:52 to go. Cyclones scored their lone bucket in the final seconds of quarter number 1. Ball's tipped away, stolen away now by Hunter Kendrick. He goes back the other way. He puts up the shot, trying to protect himself, and probably a good idea. Cam Kramer made a little contact. 1:30, and then Cam Kramer travels with the basketball. 1:31 remaining. Out to Steven Stufflebeam. Up top, Hunter Kendrick. Drew Watson. Well, back to Kendrick. Kendrick's going to drive now. Backs it back out. Gives it to Drew Watson. Ryan Clark was smothering Drew Watson there for a few minutes. Watson goes to the lane, misses a shot. Rebound off the picked out of the air by Kendrick, it looked like, but then he lost it out of bounds. 1:05 remaining. Ashton Barkley. Austin Nelson going to be fouled.
Personal foul 22, Hunter Kendrick.
Hunter Kendrick's going to pick up his second, team 7th. That's the first player for the one and one was no good for Austin Nelson. 40 seconds remaining. Hunter Wilson, Stufflebeam. Drew Watson, 30 seconds remaining. Hunter Kendrick. Down to Kendrick. No basket. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Cam Kramer's going to pick up the foul. His second, team sixth. Hunter Kendrick on the inbounds play gets the bucket. (35-2). Cam Kramer trying to get a shot up here. This is about where the Cyclones scored, but couldn't do it that time. At the end of the first half of play, it's 35-2. Cyclones with the lead. We'll take a break, Bombers with the lead. We'll take a break as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told them about the staff of MDH. They're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
All right, welcome back here. I'm with Dr. Ed Card from MDH. And Dr. Card, you're a face that a lot of people throughout Macomb, I've worked in Macomb in media for a long time, so I've heard your name, seen advertisements with your name and picture in it for, we're not going to talk about how long, but it's been a while, okay? You're quote-unquote retiring, sort of, but you're the chief medical officer still.
True. I am no longer doing surgery. I'm no longer doing clinical medicine. I have two very good partners coming in who are going to be taking over the clinical side of things. And I want to be there for them to help them with the transition into private practice and so just provide some support. They don't need a whole lot of support, but for what they do need, I want to be there. And then I'm transitioning into full-time administrative position as the chief medical officer, which puts me in charge of the quality program, the patient safety program, and the med staff office, as well as utilization management. And those are all areas that we've been working on in the past. And I've been chief medical officer for 2 years, but now I can devote a lot more time, a lot more energy to improving those programs, and by extension then improving the quality and safety of care at our hospital.
I feel like that seeing you as many years as you put in at MDH and being willing and able to stick around after you're done doing surgery, you're done doing your clinical hours, you're willing to stay here. To me, that must mean that you feel like MDH is on the right track and doing things the way you want it to be done, right?
I thoroughly believe that. I think we're in a better place now, clinically, administratively, and with the new surgeons. I think we're in a better place than we've been in all the time that I've been here, and while we've tried not to mention it. It's only been 38 years.
So you have a few things up your sleeve that you can, the new guys and girls and whoever might come after you while you're still here, you've got a few tricks you can probably teach them, right?
You pick up a couple of things in that long period of time of doing surgery. And when I started, I did a lot of vascular surgery, but most of that now is done by cardiology and radiology. So that has sort of faded, but we're doing a lot more laparoscopic things. Dr. Peck is actually trained in laparoscopy, took a fellowship. Dr. White is very, very good, and I think the two of them together, both women, but I think that they're going to be incredible. I really think they're going to be very, very good. And the strengths of one balance off the other areas for the other. It's really a very nice synergistic pairing of those two who are both very, very good.
And I would imagine that your license obviously is still going to be valid, so if it gets into a pinch and they call Dr. Card and say, hey, we need something right now, you're probably still here and able to do that?
I've been known to answer that. Yeah, no, I'm still around and available if there are questions or problems or things, people need an extra pair of hands in the operating room or run into something they haven't seen before. I'm still going to be around for that, and in fact, helped with an operation this morning. So I think that's going to be a nice transition for me because I don't have to just stop being in the operating room, and hopefully helpful for Dr. Peck and Dr. White as well.
I would imagine after 38 years, just stopping something would be like stopping cigarettes, right? It'd be really hard to do.
Oh, no.
No? Oh.
It's not being on call is pretty okay. I'm enjoying that. So that is not a difficult transition at all. Came to town when I was 29 years old and have been doing surgery here all that time. And you sort of go through phases. There's the scared phase when you're first starting. Then there's the I can't believe how exciting and fun this is. And I've moved into the third phase, which is this really is work. So I think it's time for me to move to other things and certainly not compete for patients with our two new surgeons.
Well, I can speak for most of the people, I think, in Macomb and McDonough County. We're happy you're still around. Thank you for everything you've done through the years. I think that you've probably become a Macomb homie after spending over half your life here anyway, right?
Pretty close. I still can't trace back people's ancestry 3 generations like everybody else in town can. So I'm not a true Macombite yet. But the other side of that is that the community has been incredibly kind to me through the course of my career, entrusting me with their care and with their health. And I'm very grateful to the community for that as well. It's not been a one-way street at all.
Well, I'm Dwayne Hulett. This has been Dr. Ed Card. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with some more sports right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Looking at some stats, unofficial for the first half. 2 points for Cam Kramer. The only 2 points for the Cyclones. Austin Nelson 0 for 1 from the free throw line. For the Bombers, I think I'm missing a point here somewhere. Oh, here's my points down there. That's the problem. So a game high 10 points for Nolan Kerr at this point, 9 points for Braden Holdhouse. Holdhouse is 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 4 points for Langdon Allen on 2 of 2 free throw shooting and a bucket. 3 points for Hunter Wilson. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Ian Case. 2 points for Connor Watson. I put it in JT Jeter's line. So apparently Jeter's scoring points, and he ain't even here, ain't even playing. I don't know if he's here today or not. Think he is, but at any rate, 2 points for Hunter Kendrick, 3 points for Lindsey May, 1 of 2 free throw shooting. It's Bombers basketball. We're underway in the third quarter. It is starters back on the floor for both teams. Ian Case with it down low from Connor Watson. Fadeaway is off, no good. Ashton Barkley with the rebound for the Cyclones. Mitchell for 2, and the bucket's good. Denver Mitchell gets 2, and the Cyclones score first blood in the second half. Langdon Allen with it. Jack Duncan shots off, no good. Ian Case down to Duncan. He drives around Barkley and gets the bucket. Jack Duncan gets his first 2 of the game. It's 37-4. Lynn, thanks for joining us. At least I think that says Lynn. I better move that over and make sure I'm right. Yeah, it is Lynn. Steal by Kerr. That's his third or fourth. He goes to Watson, and Watson gets the bucket. Kerr returns the favor. Kerr's got about 5 buckets or 4 buckets because of Connor Watson assists, so he returned the favor that time. Denver Mitchell to Vale. Vale's turnaround's off, no good. Ashton Barkley's going to knock it out of bounds. Possession to Macomb. Clayton Hunt checking in for Ashton Barkley. .533 remaining in the third quarter. Jack Duncan to Watson. Sports Corner 3 on the way. It's good. Adam Vale as the line change is coming for the Bombers again. Denver Mitchell down to Adam Vale. Over Ian Case. It gets the bucket to fall. Adam Vale gets his first 2. Nolan Kerr to Jack Duncan. Fakes the pass, goes to the rack, and gets the bucket. .435 remaining in the third quarter. Connor Watson a steal. He's going to get the layup to fall. He'll get the bucket, and Coach Anderson takes a timeout just for subs, essentially, I believe. It's a 30-second timeout. I'll tell you, this game being brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm. Face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. And a Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar, is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. So it's Braden Holdhouse, Lindsey May, Steven Stufflebeam, Drew Watson, and Hunter Kendrick on the floor for the Bombers. Kendrick's going to ultimately get the steal as May came up with it, and he missed the reverse layup. Vail with it, 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Denver Mitchell. Currently a 40-point game, 46-6. Cam Kramer drives, picks up the dribble, goes out to Clayton Hunt. Steven Stufflebeam knocks the pass away intended for Kramer. And it is still Cyclones basketball, 3:24 remaining in the third quarter. And an inlet pass is stolen away by Holdhouse, and the left-handed layup is good. Holdhouse has 11. Hunter Wilson getting ready to check in for the Bombers. Clayton Hunt just lowering his shoulder. Drew Watson now is going to try to beat everybody down the floor. He does, and the layup's good. Drew Watson gets his first two. 2:45 remaining. Goes off of Ryan Clark, out of bounds. Possession to the Bombers. Hunter Wilson replacing Drew Watson. Braden Holdhouse with it. 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Lindsey May to Steven Stufflebeam. Stufflebeam's shot is blocked by Andrew Hunt, excuse me. But he's going to pick up the foul. His first. First of the second half for either team. Steven Stufflebeam shooting two. First one's off, no good. Stufflebeam, one of few players, maybe the only player that's played that hasn't scored. He hits the second. Never mind. A lane violation means it doesn't count. So he still hasn't scored. 50-6 is the score. Jake Hobson is not here today, it doesn't appear, at least not this morning's game. Denver Mitchell. Andrew Hunt to Clayton Hunt. Clayton Hunt's shot's off, no good. Ball's tipped around, picked up by Braden Holdhouse, and he'll bring it down. 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. He's going to hesitate, spin, put up the shot. He's fouled, no good, but he'll get two. Adam Vale's going to pick up the foul. It's his first, team second. Holdhouse shooting 2 here for the Bombers. 1:37 remaining. First one is good.
Into the cyclone lineup, number 2, Ashton Barkley.
Game being brought to you by M&B Furniture. Bushnell's only furniture store is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 481 West Main Street in Bushnell. Ashton Barkley. We'll get the scoreboard caught up for you folks at home. Vale with it down low, puts up the shot. Hunter Kendrick with the rebound. (52-6). 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Hunter Wilson with it. Goes down to Kendrick. Kendrick gives it to Lindsey May, and Lindsey May can't finish. Stays with the Bombers. Austin Nelson checking in for the Cyclones. 46.5 seconds remaining. Hunter Wilson with the shots off, no good. Back out to Wilson. Now to May. He's going to try and drive. Dumps it out to Braden Holdhouse. He'll try a sports corner 3. It's good. 55-6. Bombers with the lead. 20 seconds remaining. Denver Mitchell, pull up. Off, no good. Rebound to Steven Stuffelbeam. Braden Holdhouse pick and roll to Lindsey May, and Andrew Hunt's going to pick up the foul, his second, team's third. Lindsey May is going to be shooting 2 free throws. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. That's about as dead of a bounce as you're ever going to see, but it worked to his advantage. He gets the first one. 5.2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Second one bounces around and falls through. A little shooter's touch there for Lindsey May. At the end of the third quarter of play, the Bombers lead 57-6. We'll take a quick break. We'll just keep it here. How's that sound? We'll just keep it here. Good idea. This game being brought to you by the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day, and free Wi-Fi is available. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And Ron Elby Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin and the crew, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. As we are ready to go with the fourth quarter underway here, there will be a running clock. I guess I'd already hit the fourth quarter button. So we'll go back, and just like that, Ashton Barkley picks up the foul, his first, team's fourth. Clock will run the entire quarter here. This game also being brought to you by, and down low to Lindsey May, the shot's good. And a steal. Hunter Kendrick has it taken away. This game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They provide expert help to Bomber and Spartan student athletes in the prevention and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. That's McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Ashton Barkley knocks that out of bounds. Line change for the Cyclones. Clayton Hunts, Brody Cordell, Cam Kramer, Ryan Clark, and Ben Wren checking in for the Cyclones. Lindsey May and Clayton Hunt's going to be called for the foul.
2 shots coming up for Lindsey May, number 23. 14, Clayton Hunt picks up the Cyclone foul. His first.
Clayton's first, team's fifth. Lindsey May missed that one. He makes this one, he'll stay above 50%. If he misses it, he'll be at 50%. And a lane violation. He went across the line too quick. 5:30 remaining when they inbound here. Cam Kramer trying to lay into Steven Stuffelbeam, not working so good. Goes off of Watson of the Drew variety, out of bounds. Possession to the Cyclones. Jarrett Schmidt replaces Clayton Hunt. Brody Cordell with it. Looks down to Ben Wren. He just double dribbled. Drew Watson walks it up for the Bombers. Gives it to Wilson, to Kendrick, down low to Watson. Watson puts up the shot over Clark, now out to Lindsey May, and he'll get the jumper to fall. His 4th point of the quarter. Ben Wren has it stolen away by Hunter Kendrick, to Hunter Wilson, to Drew Watson, to Lindsey May. He's feeling it. Didn't make that one, though. Drew Watson comes down with it, pulls it out, sets up the offense. Hunter Wilson coming through, didn't get the look he wanted. Now Stuffelbeam's going to lose it. Still puts it up to the rim, and it goes off of Stuffelbeam out of bounds. Braden Holdhouse checking in. Drew Watson takes a seat. Austin Nelson checking in for the Cyclones. 3:30 remaining. Ben Wren. Austin Nelson. Tries to go across to Ryan Clark. Can't quite get a hand on it. It goes out of bounds. We'll be at the 3-minute mark by the time it gets inbounded here. Pretty close to it. Stuffelbeam gives it to Holdhouse. 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining. As we approach the end of this one, 4th quarter action, 61-6. Bombers with the lead. Kendrick loses it, but it's going to go off of Kramer out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cyclones, or with the Bombers, excuse me. Shot by Lindsey May. 6th of the quarter. Stolen away by Holdhouse. Game being brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it. In 2022, Lindsay May's shots off, no good. Ryan Clark knocks it out of bounds. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas and is expanding quickly. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Hunter Kendrick with a 2. And another steal by the Bombers. 3 on the way by Braden Holdhouse. A Sports Corner 3. Makes it 68. And Ben Wren with the shot. Stufflebeam steps on the sideline out of bounds. 1 minute remaining. Austin Nelson, shots partially blocked, gets his own rebound, hits off the bottom of the rim. Holdhouse with rebound. 40 seconds. Game also being brought to you by Country Financial agent Brent Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help you protect you. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. And Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street. Good Hope, open April through October for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page as they look to open in the spring. Join Grover, Mary Jo DeCounter and family. Invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. That ends it 68-6, the final score. The Bombers beat the Cyclones. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with some stats here in just a couple minutes on as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling is bringing Bomber basketball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. We'll take a quick look here for West Prairie. 2 points apiece for Cam Kramer, Denver Mitchell, and Adam Vale. For the Bombers, a game high 19 points for Braden Holdhouse. He was 3 of 3 from the free throw line and had 4 Sports Corner threes. 11 points for Lindsay May. He was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. 10 points for Nolan Kerr. 9 points for Connor Watson, 2 points for Ian Case, 2 points for Drew Watson. No points for Steven Stufflebeam, but he was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Hunter Wilson, 4 points for Langdon Allen, 2 points for 4 points for Hunter Kendrick, and 4 points for Jack Duncan. That's how this one ends. Final 68-6. Bombers with the win. Illini Bluffs and West Hancock are up next. We'll be back with that game stream in just a few minutes. You've been watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb Bomber Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.